I'm here today in Anne-Arundel-County on Race Road. Hanover Road is just up ahead at the stop sign where you see the cars going by. And Hanover Road, just to show you, continues to the east. And the Baltimore Washington Parkway is just over there beyond those trees. So this is a pile I made a while ago. There was a lot of other junk here. I may have had that on video, I can't recall. Anne-Arundel-County came and picked up everything except the tires, and they told me that, and I just assumed they were going to come back for the tires at another time, but they didn't pick them up at all. I had to ask them what the issue is with those. So I've been collecting some more bottles and trash. For now, I've been tossing in the tire. I'm going to bag that up today. Got a bag here, and as well up the street there's a lot of stuff I pulled out of the woods from this side, and just kind of tossed it out towards the shoulder. I'm going to go bag that up now too. All through here, lots of sticker bushes, thorns. I've ripped quite a few numbers of pants walking through areas like this over the past year. So yeah, all kinds of bottles. Some of them very, very old. Some more tires, of course. And there's some more in here that I haven't gotten out yet. There's one right there that has a tree growing through it. With a little help from someone, I could pull that off there. But by myself, it's a little tough to get it off that little tree. So there's some all kinds of interesting things like lights, light covers, street lights. Thermos, jugs, basketball, bladed basketball, hairbrush, more wire pieces of scraps from wires, cables that utility folks have been tossing in the woods. Lots of it's been back in here, and it could have washed down the river from somewhere else, but the bottom line is they've been tossing it. And here's on top of one of those old popcorn poppers. Everybody's had one of those. If you're more than 30 years old, you know you've seen those before. And this other side over here, there's a culvert that goes under the road here, and you can sort of see the concrete right there. The water collects down through this ditch, all along the road, all throughout this area. Water comes this way, goes underneath the road, under the culvert, and eventually makes its way to Deep Run, which is probably another 50 yards through the woods there. The bridge is right on Hanover Road. It goes over Deep Run, is right over there. So this, I don't think anyone's been down through here to ever pick up trash down here. There's lots of plastic bottles, cans, all log jams, all kinds of stuff in here that really needs to be cleaned out. A lot of it does make it through the culvert. And if you go out on the other side over there, there's lots of stuff just that kind of popped out the other end. But there's McDonald's bags. This whole area is a mess. Antifreeze jugs. Bottles that have been here 20, 30 years. Maybe even longer. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think this belongs to the state. I'll have to double check. I believe it belongs to the Aviation Administration, which has a few parcels of property here and there around the area. And it's just they own it, but no one ever actually comes and does anything on this lot. Very rarely. So anything that's been tossed here has just sat here for years. So on this side, it says Maryland State Park boundary. So there's some parcels here and there still belong to the state, but not necessarily managed by the state park. So you have a variety of jurisdictions. Here's another one of these cables that I love to find. So now you get to see how many of these natural ice beer cans I pulled out of the ditch across the road in the past week. There's already probably about 3 or 4 in this bag, so that's 5, 6. Might be the same guy. I'm going to count them all. 7, 8, 9. Parts of an old one. 10. A lot of these little whiskey bottles, probably the same number. They're harder to find too, so I'm sure there's some missing in the mud over there. So I lost count. What are we on, 10? Some of these skull cans started showing up recently. A couple of those. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in there, 19, and here come the whiskey bottles. Another skull container. So yeah, this is this guy's regular spot for dumping stuff, and every time I clean it, he'll be. It's a matter of pride at this point. He'll come by and drop another. Here's another whiskey bottle. He'll come by and drop another beer can, and probably one of these to go with it. Another one. Another beer can. So yeah. He'll be back. He'll eventually hang himself from doing it too many times. Okay, so the road's looking a lot better. I still have a tire down there I need to pick up, and a piece of that cable. But all the loose stuff that's visible as you drive by is gone, and that'll change in the matter of 24 hours, I'm sure. So we got 2 bags of trash, an extra tire, and a much cleaner street. So I wonder if I can play that game, that kids game from the colonial times. I got a tire, I got a stick, and I should be able to make this thing roll down the street, right? Let's see what happens. Well, maybe not.